Allison Stitchin here. Allison, I am going to admit that I am suffering peer pressure, and I would really like to, and it's been super helpful. I would like to go through my WIPs. I do believe I have quite a lengthy stash here, and I would, if you want to just stay for a few, or if you want to stay for the whole run, I'm going to knock myself out. So here we go. I'm going to start with, oh, I should say I created a WIP run notebook with making sure I understood without having to dig too hard, where I stuck the fabric that was in each kit. And so I wanted to make sure I could just really quickly refer to it. So I noticed that as I laid piles out that, oh, my glasses are crooked. I noticed that I had definite categories like nature, samplers, lots of samplers, patriotic, quite a few, girls, whether they be, you know, Nora Corbett or Mirabilia girls, or for little girls. I, of course, have strawberries up the wazoo. And then finally, others I would just call classics. They're just wonderful, perfect. So let's see. Lori Clark, thank you very much for my Ponte Vecchio needlepoint project. I have been enjoying that. Haven't been with it for a bit, so this is making me want to spend some time on Ponte Vecchio. Thank you. She was kind enough to gift that to me, as my father was in World War II in Morocco and Italy. This is the roof, and I bet those of you who did this know what I'm getting to. This is Let Freedom Ring. All I ever got to was this roof, and with the 250, it's by Lila's studio. I would really like to head back to that. The Needlepoint Ponte Vecchio Bridge, there's no copyright or name on the side like there used to be with some when we do needlepoint. Alrighty, next is One Nation. I started this last time I went to StitchCon, I think in 22 or 3. And I did have it in my Olympic stitch. And that's, I think I got through Massachusetts. Things are going to be falling on the floor in front of me until I get back a ways. I've got it right up to my belly. And then I do want to make sure I put everything back. Last time I did my drive-by WIP Parade, I left a couple things on the counter and I didn't know what they belonged to, fabrics and whatnot. This is a stamped cross-stitch quilt kit. And there's, I think, 10 or 12 and farm animals, so I need to keep up with that. It is, I'm pretty sure, from Herrschner's Flower Farm Animals quilt kit. So the round one that I had started is the flower ring, and then there are animals in there, cows, pigs, chickens, and whatnot to mix in. Here's a creature category. I had my dragon. Goes this way from Kiko. It was a freebie. I feel comfortable showing it. Nobody cares. I was using Weeks Dye Works baked apple. And I was getting there. So I've got to sit down and go for that. That would look neat on a jacket, I think. this bag. Don't know where I got it, but kind of neat. This is Berry Patch, and I see Mr. Bunny. I'm pretty sure this is Hello Liz Matthews. I see her name go by. Do I have a picture of the whole piece? There it is. So I'm working on that, and I got through Bunny. That would be an easy one to get back to and just do right up. Hope my volume's good. I'm right here in front of the phone. This I just started. It's Wine and Cheese. Beautiful. Tracy gifted this to me. And I do believe the center start was cheese. I usually know what the top is by where I put the clamp screw. And it is by, let's see, Stars and Stripes, Happy Place, Nature's. I'm not, oh, no. I'm not sure. French Still Life, it's called. It has it was packaged with DMC Zweigart, and I do believe it is from abroad. Super pretty. I love the glow on the bottle and the wine. The cheese looks delicious. This is Owl Forest, the strawberry sampler, Strawberry Patch. No, Strawberry Summer. So pretty. And I have this much done. Beautiful colors they encouraged us to get. I keep my patterns in plastic office page protectors, so they're slippy. But gosh, you know, when something spills or rain comes along or wind, it's nice to have those buttoned down. This was, I think I got it at Hobby Lobby or through, it's called Strawberry Zinger. And the felt was cut out by me, and I've been sewing, embroidering on it, applique stitching it down, and enjoying that a lot. Not recently, but I am using, it's on wool felt, and I am using DMC floss. This is a pair of pillowcases called Autumn Luxury. And the Aida cloth is sewn into the edge of the pillowcase, and you stitch in. Beautiful autumn themed. Quite the array of colors with that. We have quite a contingency of our family that really enjoy autumn. So I need to make sure to work on that a little bit. I hardly got going with it, I feel like. When you get distracted with cells and whatnot, I need to make these pretties a part of my own personal cell collection and get going on them. Let's see, this is Sun, Sand, and Sea without showing the pattern. Okay, and I was happy on a cruise that I managed to get through the house part. So I'll keep going with that. has a card in here with a pretty finish, pretty pillow finish. So I should be able to do that right swiftly. I think I am going to, as we're doing this, make a pile of, come on, get this done. So that's going to be my first one today. Sorry for the crash bangs and the zipper sounds. I'll probably throw you right off. This is the Friendship Tree by Shakespeare's Peddler. I started that many moons ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I need to keep going on that. The pins are in it, I'm sorry, for counting purposes. Okay, next up. Oh, this is from an online seller, Svetlana. It was a Russian purchase. Svetlana Sikar. And all I have is the printed up, I'll hold it back here, Lighthouse in a Bottle, it's called. And I really enjoyed it. And I am getting there. And I think I will put this too in my, come on, get this done. Love the wave in there. So pretty. Okay. I started this last summer, my Erin Elizabeth camping tier, and I got through the fire of that. It is this, and there were quite a few tiers of various themes, and of course I loved the camping one, so I'll get going with that. I was looking for the project bag and my project bag is the bag that it came in. I never devoted a project bag to it. So that's the project bag. Alrighty, let's see. Next up is Woodland Christmas theme, and it's called Evergreen Sampler. And it's from one of the Craftways books that they put out for Christmas. And I remember seeing this on Pam and Steph. Pam was stitching this. And let's see, it's out of its hoop, but I got this far with it. I believe that's a center start. And it's on even weave. Okay. Let's see. This is a Bothy Threads, our Happy Place. Really sweet. Love that sunset in the sky. You know where it reminds me of. And that's the part I started on, was the sunset. I started that last year, I do believe, when the family was down in San Clemente. Oh, this bag. This is a chunk of monkey. I've got several projects in here, but one that is actually in process. The other ones are just, here I am. So this is very good that I opened this up. This is Nature's Journey. It was a sew-along in just cross stitch. Nature's Journey. And so I had started with spring, this flower, and I needed to keep going on it. This is also even weave. Very pretty. And if I look at that, it looks like, I want to say 32 count. And I'm using DMC. I'm sorry I haven't been saying all the stats I wrote down. I'm so worried that I will not be able to find what I'm looking for. Okay. A salve from about exactly a year ago from Fat Quarter Shop up on the rooftop. I got quite a ways through it. And I'm going to put this in the get this done one because it's just about done. I have quite a few Christmas pieces. I must be in the Christmas neighborhood or the holiday neighborhood. I am doing Smile Pumpkin, and I do believe he too is going to go in the Come On, Get This Done. Let's see. Aren't you handsome? So pretty on the black. Okay. Oh, Christmas. This was, I do believe, Doreen Jones's last year's, and I got that far. I'm going to put this in the Come On, Get Me Done pile because those bottom squares I remember had really, really cute pieces in them. And then I got to finish my border and we're golden. So that's going to go in the Come On, Get Me Done. This is, goodness sakes, Jelly. Where do I have this one? This is a pillow. This is from an online stitch thing we did. And I had this all stitched up and ready to go. And I went to the class and I watched the designer. I think it's Pengelly, her last name. I can't find it on here. This tree baubles. Penny Basket by Lori Pengelly. It's on 36 count vintage country mocha. And I have all kinds of wool felt and pennies, wool pennies to make for it and make a pillow. And see how thick this is. I bought the whole kit. So let's spend some time with her. It's done. I just have to do the sewing part. Okay. This is probably one of my oldest WIPs. It is a full-size stamped cross-stitch quilt top. Let's see some of it right here. I have gotten quite a ways around it. It will, I will admit, have rust stains in a couple of places, but I'll figure it out. I'll get that done. What fell on the floor? Oh, that's fine. Okay. Oh, this is a very light one. What is this? I think this is called Christmas Baubles. And Christmas Baubles is by Deborah A. Dick from Tempting Tangles. And I barely got one of the baubles started. So cute. Got the DMC threads for that, and that's being stitched on opalescent or sparkly Aida. I think that is 16 count. this has like hardly anything. I remember starting this. It is called, oh, Christmas Tree. I started this, I think, at the table up in Pictou or Lionsbrook with Laura Lynn, and that's how much I got going. So it's hardly been started, and it is on kind of an even weave. It's not truly linen. I wish I knew what. I never was in the habit of writing down what fabric it was on, because usually it was always on just good old white Aida back in the 80s and 90s. And I have been better about writing those down. How about you? Oh, this is the Emerald Fairy. May's Emerald Fairy. She's so pretty. The reason I got her is because she has strawberries surrounding her feet there. And what I have gotten done is the white in the middle of her dress. I get easily distracted, but she's so pretty. This is called the Bridal Shop. I think it goes that way. Mill Hill. And I started this last year. So beautiful. And it's being done on the punched paper that they have in the kit. This is, I think, the Halloween fairy, and I don't have a picture of her. All I have is it's the Fairy Holiday Collection number 3, the Halloween fairy. And I thought I had these all in order. We must be on page 2 now of my writing. No. Okay. Christmas Baubles, May Fairy, Mill Hill. Nora Corbett, Halloween Fairy. I started her in 2024. Found it. So here she is. I'll just show her. So pretty. I would really see, when I see these things, it puts the fire in your gut and you really want to see. Now here's this sitting here. I think this is from the Ponte Vecchio Bridge. That's the silks in there. All right. This is a have a fresh start of Scarlet Letters. This is, I have dinky dye threads and Zweigart fabric, and it is using Napa Valley dinky dyes, Napa Valley Fireside, Warata, and Shades of Wine. And you go through those and write different ways of saying red, scarlet. And I realized I ran out of room. So this was not a good calculation on how much fabric I had. So I've got to replace it. Some pretty washed mocha-y tan Aida. And then I also have some pretty Edinburgh linen. And I might just do it on this because I'm not sure I want it on this dark. but that's going to be a restart. And that is Scarlet Letters by... So I make working copies, tape them together because I hate turning pages and get it all taped up. And so, yeah, I think it is by Scarlet Letters. Pardon me. Tempting Tangles. It's right now on 36 Edinburgh linen, or it's going to be. Has to be a restart because I realized I was running out of room for the words to make it to the edge. You know how you get there. You're realizing I have way too much cross-stitch X's to go through for me to get this done. I'm sorry, I am not following my face, so you're probably seeing a lot of my left shoulder. Let's see. This is Oversoleil Silks, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the Lord's Prayer. Let's see, there we go. Beautiful. And I did want it on lighter fabric than the example, and this is a top left start. So again, it's on Fabrics by Stephanie, 32 count linen vanilla latte is what I'm doing mine on. So that border goes all around. You just got to be patient, and I know, you know, I went ahead and did the silks, so let's use them. Let's get going. This is the bag that I had my dog's declaration in, and I finished that this summer. So in it, I have my ABCs of cross-stitching. And this is what I got done down at the beach. And then a little bit here at the house. We all started it. Lois, Tracy, and I know Laura Lynn has the dyed fabric for it. But yeah, Quilting ABCs in cross stitch by Erica Michaels. And I am using, you can tell, a mottled oatmeal looking fabric. Did I write down what it is? It is on 18 count Velt, picture this plus, Aida. I'm really liking doing that, and I need to have that out and keep working on it like a sow, working on it little by little. Keep up with the girls. Alrighty, this is, this is one of my faves. It's Red A's, and it's by a really, really pretty, let's see, Gigi R. It's a Belle Lettre de Gigi. And of course, I bought A. And when I'm dead and gone, I hope that my granddaughter Aida will enjoy it. Let's see. It is on rats. I'm not finding it. I'm sorry. Gigi. Where do I have that? Maybe it's on the other page. Gigi R. Come on. Where is it? Oh, here we go.
Les Belles Lettres de Gigi, A, or A in French, Gigi R. It is on 35 count Weeks gray linen, and I am using Weeks Dyeworks threads. Glad to have found that. Okay, she's a beauty. I think I'm gonna put her in the spend some time with me pile. That's got a lot done on her. And lettering, I love it. And if you just like can get a good cup of coffee going in the morning, and you can really make headway with lettering. So that should go by fast. Okay, this is the little camper van bookmark that I got in Scotland on one of our outings. Looks like that. And because when I met Mr. Johnson, he had a tan 1974 van, I made one of mine tan, that first one there. So I don't have that much more to do. Come on, it's supposed to be a bookmark. So I'll get there. This was a gift from Lois. It is Craigivar Castle in Scotland. Very pretty. And I got through the front wall area setup and the windows. So I need to spend some time with Craigivar Castle. And my maiden name was Scottish, is Scottish, so I'm feeling at home with doing a Scottish castle. Let's see. Oh, this is one that's been around forever. This is Stitch by Stitch by Stitch by Stitch by Tempting Tangles, or Deborah Dick, and she employs on this dinky dyes, silks, Mill Hill beads, and quilt. And I have a goodly amount. It is on small, maybe 16 Aida, and I have about that much done. So I got through the first several months and then got off the Ferris wheel, or got off the merry-go-round. So that needs to be gotten back to. Pretty scissors in that bag. I used to belong to the, where does she have her tag? No? More to Love bags? Anyway, this is a pretty one. This is, something that's going on right now. This is my Fox and Rabbit 2026 mystery, and last night I just got May done, and I chose to do my backstitching with my brown instead of the white, as and I think Lois did too. So there you go. January was the lettering going up and down, and then horizontally. February, March with the paisleys, April with the waves, May with the curlicues there, June with the, what do we want to call those, baseball diamonds, and then July, lot there, in the blue part, bad girl, so that's my Fox and Rabbit, all caught up. I am working on
Rabbit Spun Moonlight 32 count. I'm using Floriana silks. 3 colors: ecru, blue, and then no, my brown is called Cinnamon Suit, and so it goes from pinks to browns to black and then to white. And I try not to use the floss when I'm in the white area very much because you can't see it on my fabric. Okay, next up is Bountiful. It was a stitch along back quite a few years ago. I'm going to say 2022 or 3, that quarter shop. And I've had it for Olympic stitch, and I'm just going to keep going on it. And I'm going to put this in the get me out of here pile right now. Because look, all I have is that area under the first aid basket. Pretty colors. I enjoy those colors. It is being stitched on pale gray gingham, 14 count Aida by Fabric Flair. I don't think I got that. No, I don't have that. But I am on a pretty fabric that's even weave. Oh boy, this was also a fat quarter shop. The World Stitch Day, and this is the one thing, the one project in my life that I fell moving our friends out of the truck. The needle was in it because I was working on it in the truck. It was so easy to work on, and I put a hole in it, and I did use fabric glue and stitched over it, so I hope it's okay. But yes, I do need to finish that, and that is good old plain old white 14 count Aida. Put that in the, let's do this. Bountiful needs to be over there. Okay, last one. That's the light bag. All right. Pretty bag. I think this was my mom's. And in here, I already know what I have. I have the Emerald City by Fox and by Owl Forest. And I just got the first 2 into the 3rd, I think, or just the first 2 Sal months done. And I really do enjoy it. I'm just a naughty girl and not keeping up. Ooh, heavy one. What in the world do I have in here? Oh. This is a project that I've probably been doing since about 2001. It is the Vanessa Ann Holidays of Cross Stitch from 1991 Mother's Day pattern. And let's see, I have done the first 4 rows. It is heart angering and just following the instructions. I'm not afraid of it. I just got to sit and do it. It's so pretty. Let's see if I can find the page that it's on for you. And of course, back in the day, I wanted to do it for my mom. Page 56. So pretty. Just so pretty. Just got to keep knocking it out. It says, I stitch with thread all winter long to form the flowers all summer long song.
right there. Can you read that well? It's hard in the lighting that I have here. Okay, so that's one of my treasured projects. I even went, where is my book? And I have it stuffed in a side wall area here of ongoing projects. The original patterns are over there. So if something were to happen, I can locate them. This is a Sempre Pronto, a mystery cell. I think, yeah, Tempting Tangles. It's an antique fire truck, and I'm on that second row, so I need to get going with that. And this was the one that I thought I need to make definitely a pile of stuff I need to get back to. I was working on that many moons ago. This was, I believe, from Hobby Lobby. It's Happy Campers. And the company that, or no, I don't, yeah, it was this. So cute, so cute. So yeah, I like, here's, I'm using this as my official thread card. And I just need to get back to her. Cute. I think colleagues of mine aren't wanting to go for this anymore, but it is the dragons what did they call that? Dragon heart. And around the dragons there is a beautiful wreath, and I'm not sure if people wanted to handle that, but I got this fabric at Stitcher's Paradise in Vegas with the girls last year, and I need to keep going with that. Barely started it. I felt like, I think I started it with them. I could not find the information about this stitch, but I do believe I got it from Herrschner's, from their clearance area. And it's just lettering, red lettering. And of course, then I got scarlet letters after that. But it's just, there's no, I just have it in this, I'll hold it back here. You can't really copy that. But just random, beautiful lettering. So, and it came with this beautiful variegated thread. But I could not find on my working copy that I have, you know, all the parts taped together, any copyright. And I couldn't find the original. I don't know what it's from. Cute little bag. Don't know where I got that. Okay, this is a big one. So this is a beautiful tiny modernist project that was a mystery cell, and it's the ABCs, and they're really little. Each pattern, a 9-part alphabet sampler, and she would release the different parts. And I will admit to you here that I had no desire. Where did this come from? Caramba. Oh, here it is. This is what I managed to complete. And so yeah, with grandkids, we've got 6 right now. I need to get back into this. So plug away, sweet, sweet. Like with my quilters ABCs, let's have some fun with those. Look at this project bag. How cute, cute. believe I ordered that from online. And there is, interestingly enough, another project in here, and that is Love is Patient. And I got that much in the center done. And I don't have a picture of it. I bought it online. I can hold it back here. So yeah. And they provided the call DMC for you, and I believe I followed this. And I'm on Aida, oatmeal Aida for that one, 14 count. Okay, love this bag. And I recognize this because it kind of goes with what's inside. And that's my Make Today Magical. It was a 7-part series by Tiny Modernist. And I guarantee you, I used pins to count out. Oh, I had frogging maybe 3 times on this oval. It was a rough one. I did use the called for or model blue. I think it's by Fabric Flair. So pretty. Make Today Magical. And I'm using Gentle Arts. And a combination of that with Weeks. Oh, this is my biggie. This is my Twin Peak Primitives, Abraham Lincoln. And he's a biggie, and I've gotten quite far with him. I can see in here, I've gotten a lot done. I would recommend you look this one up. It is just such a beauty. Well done, Nerdin. Just gorgeous. Her name, I say that because her name is right here on the project. Here we go. Look at that beauty. So yeah, I believe that red, white, and blue part up at the top to get done. I have done the border. I have done the house, the vase, the vases. There we go. Beautiful. And I am on even weave for that. Jobelin, I believe it is. And I think it's 36 count. Oh, look at me. When they called for the DMC, and I did quite the number on figuring out how I could concoct some variegation and hand-dyed pieces. And some of them, nobody had the color I wanted. And so I'd just wait. I had to just be patient. We're getting there. Almost done. Oh, my one Teresa Kogut piece. I do have, I can't remember the other one that I'm doing of hers, but I have it. And this one barely started. And here it is. This is on also even weave. Just the top corner. And I absolutely, oh, that's my blue water-soluble pen, my marking for where the corner is. This Let Love Rain, she has so many.
But this is such a masterpiece. Love it. Want to do it. So I have no excuse. It's right here. And this was made from scraps from a winter quilt we made. Let's see. This, I don't put too many things on these frames, but this one was causing me some troubles. Let's see. I am working on The Three Kings, and that's by Diane Arthurs for Imagining. That's the whole thing right there. And that's all I have right there. And in the same bag, I think I had this on vacation. That's why they're in the same V&A museum bag. Oh, and I am using DMC on my Three Kings. I'm working on a Bucella Berries quilt. So it's stamped on a lap size quilt top, and you stitch the berries, the 9 patterns one at a time. You've got to be very careful not to get it wet because the blue will go away. So I'm keeping it in this bag while I stitch and have it open, and it would appear that I'm working on plums or cherries or something there. So cute. Time to stuff. So that's on cotton fabric. And I think I'm gonna not put the Three Kings that, or put that, no. Let's see, this, see, now what's this to? Caramba. I think this is for Teresa Kogut. Those are her colors for sure. No, because I've got the threads for this, and they are very, very bright. They're in this bag, so yeah. That collection is the Teresa Kogut. Three Kings, you're getting put in a separate bag. This is Life is Sweet. It is a stitch along with Just Cross Stitch magazine, I think. I'm on 18 Count Peony by Fiber on a Whim. Oh no, so this is from the World of Cross Stitch magazine. Super pretty, don't you think? And this is the Stitcher's Paradise. I had started it from the magazine, and then somebody, I think, donated the pattern to Laura Lynn, and she was on it, but I'm not sure if they got all the way completed. Well, I didn't either. Okay, let's go around here and let's over on the far side of the counter here. This should be definitely put in the, come on, you're almost done. This is from Twin Peak Primitives. It's called Old Schoolhouse. I am on Oatmeal Aida. And look at me. I'm big on using old cereal or cracker boxes and using the thread cards the old way. This is Noah's sampler, and I believe it's one of the old pillars of our cross stitch careers here. Jamlin, very pretty, and I'm pretty solid on one side, getting there. This tree is confetti stitching, so it's causing me some, but I love the way the giraffe finished, the cow, my bunny. So we'll keep working away at it. Look at the pretty heart and the shading of that. Love it. That was gifted to me by Laura Lynn, who got it from Gwenny, I do believe. And my goodness, there are a jillion threads with that. I did use what was in the kit. Love this chicken bag. So cute. Up my 2020 pandemic sampler, and I dyed it myself. It did come out just as I wanted it. So cool. Oh, let's turn you around. So pretty. This is by Christy Stephenson. She even had instructions for dyeing your own fabric. So I have gotten through the middle there, and I just need to keep on it. Let's go, girl. Let's see. I will admit this is one of those that I did not. It is Aida. I think it's 20 count. And I dyed it myself. So it's AJ Original. This is like the only thing I have a Q-snap on, and it is my Jane Austen sampler. Look at how pretty. It's super fun. Just take like one motif at a time and get it done. I am using, it would appear, DMC, so no problem. Let's go. I just got to keep going. It is by Riverdrift House, the Jane Austen sampler, and it is out of France. Alrighty, love this beachy looking project bag, so cute. And this has in it something that only has that much stitching. What is going on here? This is the restart of the peacock sampler. I had quite a bit of this done, and I absolutely hated it on whatever fabric I was doing it on. It just was not fun and comfortable, but I do love this piece by Twin Peak Primitives. And so I loved it so much. I got myself some Aida, I think it's oatmeal, and I'm gonna keep jamming on it. The linen, I don't know what I had. Do I still have it in here? No, I am using DMC. Sorry. Okay, let's see. Cute cardinal back. Love it. Sweet. I have tape markings on these because I did them for different Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics. This is by Stitches of Love. It's the January girl, and I have one for each month in the box in there at my elbow's side to work on. And I just need to get January, which I have had going for years now, outline stitching done and get it. All of this is done. It's all done. I just have to get her skirt done. Look at all of this is done. Oh, come on. Okay, this, look at this is going in the get me done pile. And then I can start February and take forever. Let's see. This is a special project that is a ton of confetti stitching. It is a photo that I sent in to a magazine ad to stitch a photo. It is our 4 kids feeding the pigeons at San Juan Capistrano Mission by their fountain. And in my head, I can even hear the fountain gurgling in the background with the lily pads in there. So you've got our eldest Elizabeth's right here, her back with her backpack. Our third baby, Caitlin, is right here. Zach is over here, crouching down in his little sandals, and then Clay will be right here. And so I've got to work on that. It's so sweet. I have the pattern. And this is one because of the confetti. I do better with it marked. Let's see. So here's Elizabeth, here's Katie, here's Zach crouching down, holding out seeds, and his brother is right here, standing up. Okay, no copyright on that because that's a picture of ours. The one place I have successfully used a magnet to hold my things. Ooh. This is a postcard from March 1st, 1983, the day the pier broke at San Clemente. The waves were like 15 to 17 feet tall, just eating up the pier. It had to totally be rebuilt. And all I have left is, let's see, Patriotic, Ursula Michaels, Stars and Stripes. Love it, love it. And she has gotten, let's see, which way does she go? Okay, so yeah, because they're hanging from the line that way. All right, and I have how many quilts to do? 5. So I've gotten 2 taken care of. I've got 3 more to do. So that's one fun patriotic. The other patriotic, which I can't really say is a WIP, I did get her with all her precious pieces to finish her. I believe I got all excited. This was a re-release this last fall or spring. It is, of course, Mirabilia, and she's called Queen of Freedom. She is so glorious. Beautiful. But I have not started her yet.
And then, oh, it fell on the floor. This is one that I saw on Garan Stitchery and had to have it. It is by Siren Stitchworks. It's the Patriotic Biscornu, like a pin cushion. Look at those eagles. Gorgeous. Looking forward to doing them. Handsome. That's the loot. Thank you if you stayed this whole time. It's more of a working cathartic, like, come on, coaching session for me to look at these. I did write down all of my projects here. And I will, oh, what a way to end it. My Viking ship from Just Cross Stitch. Do I have a picture of it? Look at this. I've been working on this guy for a while. It's so beautiful. Hope Norway with soccer does well. Let's see. This way. There you go, right? Because that's the front of the ship. Here's the sail, and then now the boat's gonna go back this way. So handsome, handsome. It's in my patriotic bag, so I had it laying next to the pedestal here. All right, so that's everything. Thank you so much. Please leave me a comment or a like or dislike, whatever. But I tried. I've got a mess here to clean up now, and I will use my time wisely and get it done. Get something done. I've got my little pile over here of about, I don't know, 10 things to work on first. Take good care, everybody. Thank you so much. Went into the front room. I neglected to mention my Fox and Rabbit 2025. I have these bits, this times 8, 2, 4, 6, yeah, that times 8, and then the corners are to have a little something. It's a really pretty, like, embroidered backstitched tree. I used a palette that I found reminded me of the Southern California sunset. I am stitching on vintage needle arts, hand-dyed 18 count Aida, Rosemary. Still working on that. That's a big one. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this really big WIP Parade ride. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you next time. Take good care. Bye.